What's up, everybody? Welcome to the K-Pop Kimchi Podcast, your number one podcast for girl groups with the number one fanboys. I'm your host, Justin Turneau, with my guy, Fall Girl. We are on the way back home to Springfield.
You guessed it.
Seeing
another concert.
StayC.
Yeah.
At Rosemont Theater.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah. We were going to do this recording with some of our friends we were going to go see the show with, but then that didn't happen, and we went to bed like after 5 in the morning. So we're like, you know what? We're just going to put this on the back burner. We're going to sleep on it a little bit. It's kind of late. We'll just do it on the way home like we always do, because that's just, you know, the actual ritual. So here we are.
And then, yeah, we're like, oh, we're kind of tired. We need to go to bed. Then we didn't do it, and then 5.5 hours later went to bed.
Yeah, so that's just a typical.
Here we are, indeed, driving back on a nice fall cloudy day.
Yeah, it's not raining, so that's good.
Thank God. It was raining like the whole time up there.
Just kind of cloudy, overdrafted. But that's cool. But yo, we went to see StayC in Rosemont, where we saw StayC at like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, because they came to the little K-Con they had there, and they were back. Now over there, like the Teen Fresh
First
tour.
U.S. Teen Fresh
Tour for StayC.
Which, fun fact, is also the name of apparently their fragrance that they have.
Yeah, that's like the coolest thing ever.
Teen
Fresh. But it was really fun. We love Rosemont Theater, as if you've listened to one of these before, like, and we go to Rosemont, we always talk about how much we love it. It's kind of like our home watching arena of
home
like
court right there.
It really is. So it was nice to go back to Rosemont.
We drove up after work, like always.
It was a Friday night.
So we drove up there. For once, we stayed in a hotel that was like next to the actual venue.
Oh my gosh, it was so nice.
It was actually pretty cool because we only had to walk like 10 minutes and we were there.
We just walked right over, and now we've never stayed that close before to the theater, so that was sick, actually.
And our hotel is the Hyatt Regency or whatever it was over there, right? We walked inside, craziest place I've ever seen.
So massive, oh my gosh.
It was like staying inside a futuristic, like, space colony that's like flying in space going to Mars or something.
Yeah, it was just the like biggest hotel I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
But yeah, that was actually really cool because we'd never done that before. It was not too far from the hotel where we saw Levolution at a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we were like almost like literally like a block
away. We were like a few blocks away from that hotel, so that was a nice memory to make me sad.
Yeah.
But it was really fun. We had a lot of people we knew at this one, like friends.
Yeah, we had a bunch of people that we met up. Like, we have a lot of people in our Discord that we try to coordinate events with because you know they're all over the country.
Right.
And a lot of people showed out today. We had Josh who came with us.
He was like actually went with us.
He's the one that actually like went with us. And then we had Brett was there with our friend Ala. And they were there. Well, I guess I kind of just met up with Thomas. And then Thomas's friend was also there again. Good seeing her.
Feel better.
Yeah, I feel better. She was under the weather. Also, we said it wasn't raining, and now it's raining.
Yep,
so
naturally.
Joke's on us.
We got this very great cloud we're going under.
Who else was there? Oh, our friend Dylan that we met at the Pixie Show in St. Louis was there.
Yeah.
One of the other people that's in our Discord that's an avid listener, Happy Teacher, was there. I don't know where she was because we were going to meet up with her, but we never saw her after the show.
Never responded yet.
Unless you were the one that said hi to me when we were going up the stairs. I don't know if that was you or not.
Yeah. Shout out to that shout out, but we just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who
that
it was.
Maybe was or
wasn't. It was either Happy Teacher or it was just a really big fan.
A random person who likes the podcast, so.
Because they gave me a shout out and I was like, hey.
It was really cool, actually.
Thank you, citizen.
But yeah, so we had a bunch of people we kind of knew, but we weren't necessarily together, but we were. Like, we all like kind of met up afterward. But for us, we were in the greatest seats ever, which is the balcony, first row, and then Fog was one seat behind us in the second row of the balcony, but the balcony's the best.
Oh,
you can't be in the very front, balcony's the best.
Balcony's where it's at for anybody who wants to go to a show. Like, first off, they're cheaper tickets. Second, you have the best view. Literally, if you're even on like the side of the balcony, you still have a great view.
Oh my god.
And like when people stand up to like cheer, stand up to listen to the songs, you don't get your view obstructed because you're in front of them, so they can't like.
Front, and you get the nice footrest on the balcony.
And you can rest your phone up on the balcony.
So we,
if you like record videos and stuff.
Right. We actually didn't I haven't seen the group photo yet, but there's a good chance we might be in this.
We might be in the group photo. There's probably like at least 8 different chances.
They took that was the most.
They just were like non-stop taking pictures.
I don't know if the photos were like blurry or what they go off of, or like the girls didn't.
I mean, honestly,
the
only way for us not to be in it is if they cut the picture low, like they cropped it low, because
that'd be funny.
We're like right in the front, like there's no way you can't see us.
We were in the balcony with Josh, and it was awesome. The seats are great. And the show was awesome too. I'm just trying to pull up the old set list.
And then they came out, and I'm gonna say like right off the bat, I remember when they came out of KCON that everyone was loud for them. But I swear, outside of like actually being at like KCON in LA, this is like one of the loudest crowds I've ever heard for like a group, like a pop for a group.
It was really loud.
Like they were so loud, it was crazy.
It was really loud. But the weird thing was like, which I'd never seen at Rosemont before, at like the balcony on the sides, at like the top area on each side. I don't know if they're like renovating or something, but they had seats that had covers over them, so it was like blocked out. So like it wasn't necessarily the capacity by what it like normally could have been.
But it was a crap ton of people there.
It was still packed. Like every seat was full. It was just kind of weird, but it was still so loud in there.
Like I said, if not number one, at least top 2 loudest I've ever heard a crowd.
It was so loud. Everyone was like really excited. And I mean, they did not disappoint, because like their opening songs was just like,
oh yeah,
how you open a show.
Let me tell you, they like, it might just be the type of music they have, but my gosh, they know how to get the crowd pumped.
It really was like nice, and something I was really looking forward to with it was just like a really like fun, high energy
there was no like sad songs like
it was just like, that just kind of was the most, that was like the most sad thing I've ever seen.
Non-stop happiness,
it was
fun,
like
all
fun
the time.
Energy, non-stop, all the time, in your face, awesome, colorful, whatever. But yeah, they opened with So Bad, so it was like,
oh yeah,
incredible.
First 2 songs really set the tone for
it was So Bad, Run to You, and then Poppy.
Like that's how you like start the show.
After that, I was like low key, like, you know what? I'm good. Like,
is it time to go home?
Is this the encore?
Like it was like sick.
It was just so good. And then their 4th song was actually a song I like. Really, it was like one of the ones I was looking forward to the most, which was Young Love, which was really cool. And then they played Complex, and that was kind of the first. Or I think maybe they played. We never know the actual order stuff because we always forget. Like maybe they played 3 songs and talked.
I think they talked after the first 3.
Yeah, and it was just your classic like, you know,
just happy to be here.
Little introductions, and they did talk about how they were here about a year or so ago. So that was cool. That like, you know, shouting out the awesome event that they supported B2B on.
Yeah, I know.
The KCON. But yeah, they just kind of said what's up, seeing spoken English a lot, which was really awesome. And then
actually a couple of them tried to speak English.
They did. There was a lot of English speaking, which was cool. And then they had a translator too, who did a great job. But they kind of they had a little bit of a talking point to like cool off a little bit, and then they kind of brought up the seats, and that's when they did like Young Love, and they performed Complex and stuff like that. They kind of had like multiple. Usually I feel like with concerts, if they bring out seats, it's like one specific part.
Yeah.
And they do some songs, and then the seats are gone. This one was like a little different. Like they'd bring out seats, take them away, bring them back. Like,
yeah, they had a couple times.
Just something, just a little noticeable like kind of thing. Like maybe it was like to help.
And it wasn't even like slower songs. Either.
No,
it was just sort of singing, sitting down.
Yeah, it wasn't like ballady time with Dreamcatcher or something like that. It was just like, I don't know, maybe just give them a little break from the choreo, so that's cool. But then they talked, they played a few more songs, and then they played, I guess in like the second act, it was Not Like You, Stereotype, and then Teddy Bear.
Oh, Teddy Bear got the fans hyped.
Really just like the song of the freaking day. Well, that and Bubble. But Teddy Bear was so cool. Everyone, we were really looking forward to hearing that song. It was so dope. And by then, I think they had their outfit change.
Yeah, during the second act, they like changed into like,
they were like
great sports athletes of Chicago. And by that, I mean Michael Jordan and
Walter Payton, R.I.P. So that was funny. Yeah, a few of them had the Bears jerseys, and a few of them had the Bulls jerseys on. So that was cool. Their first outfits were kind of like, I don't know, or like fancier dress,
yeah,
something
kind of
like
white,
that,
like fancy frills.
But then they were like sport concept for the next one. Then they played Teddy Bear, Love, 24/7, and then the B-side of B-sides.
Oh, my one song I wanted to go see.
Like this.
And originally we thought they weren't going to play it, and then they did, and I was like, oh my gosh, let's go.
I was like, are we getting an audio snippet where they sing 5 seconds and it's the whole song?
And then they came out and played Like This. I was like, my favorite StayC song.
Such a good B-side.
So that was awesome. I was really hyped about that.
And then they talked for a little more, just, you know, catching their breath, and gave us a little hint of a little cover they were going to do.
Oh, yeah.
Which was Party in the USA.
Yeah. I mean, what a fitting song.
That got the crowd going. Everyone loved that. Which I always think it's really smart for a group just do like a very popular, at some point, American pop song. Just like, sure, just do it. And like everyone loves it. It was really cool. They had a lot of fun with it. And then they got into their next act where I think they had another wardrobe change. And they played Bubble.
Everybody freaked out for Bubble.
And then they played
super awesome live.
Then they played Beautiful Monster,
like
reggae version.
Like, listen, they were sitting it down. And it was like a little tropical.
It was like tropical
reggae. I don't know.
They said
it's called
reggae.
Like reggae, but it's like a tropical.
It was
sound.
Yeah. I don't know. It was okay.
Yeah, it's different. It's cool.
It was a little different, but then after that they played I Like It.
Oh gosh, yes.
And So What. And then they introduced a new song to us.
Yeah.
Which I don't know when or if or ever, whatever.
Where it even came from, honestly.
It's Flexing on My Ex, which is like the dopest name to a song ever.
It really is.
And it was really cool. I really liked it. I'm sure people have already looked it up on YouTube just to see videos of it, but Flexing on My Ex was like the unreleased StayC song or coming soon StayC song.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was pretty cool. It had a good vibe. And then they played ASAP, which
everybody wanted
was technically their like last song.
Like everyone was like chanting for it.
ASAP was amazing. Yeah, I know. Really, everyone was just like ASAP. That's what everyone wanted. And then they were done. They said bye, but naturally, as all the shows do, they had an encore, which they came out in like the tour T-shirts, which were sold out, by the way.
Oh yeah, so
there's like no merch.
Literally, when we walked in there, the show started at 7:30. The doors were like 6:30.
Yeah.
We got there at 7, and when we got there, they had like only a sweatshirt left up on the thing.
Yeah.
And then we went and got our seats, and we came back, and some of our friends that were down there in line since 7 o'clock were still in line.
Yeah.
And when I was talking to them, a lady came by and was like, "Just so you know, the only thing they have left up there is light sticks and posters." So they literally sold out of everything else that they had.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was the longest merch line I've ever seen there. It was like wrapping around all the inside.
Like, they really sold a lot.
And the line was so long when we got in there, and like they already didn't have any stuff. So
yeah,
like, I don't even know what anybody's waiting for anymore. You know what I mean? I
the only merch line
the
I've ever seen be that wild is when we saw New Jeans at Lollapalooza.
Oh, well, that was the longest merch I've ever seen.
And that's when we waited in line for like 2 hours.
Like, that was the longest merch by far.
And once we got there, they were sold out of everything. There were still people in line.
It was the longest, craziest merch line ever. But this one at Rosemont was definitely the longest I've seen there. And they ran out of stuff, which I've never seen that happen.
Think about this.
Either.
We waited in line to get merch for New Jeans longer than the shows we saw last night.
Like a lot longer. Yeah, like it was crazy how long we waited for merch. And we like got the last 2 sweatshirts.
I actually wore it to work the other day and got a lot of compliments on it. People.
It's yeah, it was dope
so
stuff.
I don't know what the back of it says, but it looks cool. I'm like, oh, well, it's fine.
But yeah, that was the craziest merch line I can ever remember.
Yeah, so they came out with their encore tour shirts on that nobody could get apparently.
And they played Same, Slow Down, and then they played Bubble again, which was like the nice, because everyone really liked, like everyone was hyped for Bubble, so it was a good ending kind of song where they're like, it was actually sick because if you were in the front, they were taking people's phones and taking selfies and videos.
Yeah,
so like naturally that's like awesome.
Taking gifts from the crowd and stuff.
Yeah, that was really cool. And that was it. Yeah, they said another goodbye, a few more goodbyes in between there, and it was like a 2-hour show, but it went really fast. It was a pretty solid lineup, and it was like smooth throughout, but it was really fun.
Oh yeah, it was
really enjoyable.
I will say
the energy was really good.
Still in my depression era because Love Lucian isn't around anymore,
true.
and we can't go see them. And that's all I think about all the time. So it really put a damper on me wanting to go see StayC today, even though we had this planned for a while.
Yeah.
But then we actually went and saw it, and I was like, man, this is super fun. Like, everybody's so happy.
It was a good, StayC just brings a really awesome vibe.
And the girls are always like so upbeat and happy.
Man, they're great.
They know how to get the crowd going.
Eunice is just so great. And like, so, like I loved it when she kind of was like, because like they had some times when they'd talk and the crowd would kind of sing with them and stuff. And like, you know, everyone's Korean isn't the best. So you can kind of hear them sing the English super loud in the song, and then the Korean dies on. It's like, Yoon's like, well, you know, when I don't really know the words of a song, I sing the part I know, and then she like hummed the part she did. It was like, yeah, it's so true. It was just funny. She's a really great personality.
They also had a thing where they gave signed Polaroids away.
Oh, that was sick.
But it was like weird because it was like already predetermined because they were taped to the bottom of random seats.
Yeah, apparently.
And I'm just like, how would you not have seen that when you sat in your seat when you got there?
I don't know. Because apparently...
I think we only found 4 of them. I don't know where the other 2 are.
There were still 2 out there because they kind of like waited for people to claim them, and they're like yelling. People were literally like yelling at them who they got. But there was 2 out there that they didn't get, so I don't know what happened to those.
Maybe the people got them and they were just too shy to say anything.
Yeah, maybe. But that was pretty cool of them to do.
It's kind of fun. And shout out to them. I was definitely thinking none of them were going to be at the top balcony, but there was a couple of them up there.
Yeah, they really put them everywhere.
Because normally, they do random stuff for pig people. It's always on the first floor.
Like the front or something.
So, I mean, it's kind of hard to call somebody out from the balcony and tell them to come down to the stage.
Right.
But no, there was a couple of them that were up in the back with us up in the balcony areas. That's cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. They were like all over the whole place. A few people won that like really weren't that far from us, and even farther back from us, somebody got one. But that was a cool little like bonus thing that they did.
We'll never know what happened to the other 2.
I don't know. There might just be 2 sitting there somewhere that the janitor threw away.
Honestly,
because like they don't know what it is. But I don't know how someone would have missed it though, because it was like packed in there. So you think someone would have got it. I don't know. Maybe someone just saw it and like took it beforehand.
Good concert.
It was really fun. Another good one. Good for StayC having their own tour. I think Chicago's the 2nd stop, so they got a few more stops in the United States. Go check them out if you can.
Was it really?
Yeah, I think it was the 2nd stop.
Snap.
So it's still early in the tour, even though they don't have that many dates.
I guess I didn't really pay attention. I didn't realize that we were the 2nd one.
I think it was the 2nd one in America. But yeah, StayC was awesome. It was really fun. It was fun to hang out with our friends.
Good time.
It was fun to stay in a hotel where we could walk around a lot
for like 5 hours
for a really long time and not go to sleep. So that was also fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. Good times all around. Now we're just driving home.
Now we're almost home, but yeah, that's our recap for StayC. Go check out the Teen Fresh tour if you can.
If you're on the fence about going to see them and you listen to this, go see them because it's super fun. 1 and 2, they play like all their hits, so it's like you're gonna hear all their songs.
Amazing songs, and it's just a good mood. Like just. It's
Very
always going to make you in a better... StayC's going to make you in a better mood. Like, that's just them as a group is just, like, so happy.
Yeah, so go check those out, or check them out.
Go check them out, and, yeah, until next concert, our next one is Purple Kiss in, like, a month, so...
Yeah, I was going to say it's a little bit of ways.
Until then, we'll catch you next time. We are the K-Pop Future Podcast. We love you guys. Peace.
Later.